Sunny ways, my friends. Sunny ways.
You sneaky, you're running as an outsider.
I am an outsider.
We have recently switched to drinking water bottles out of when we have water bottles out of a plastic, away from plastic towards paper, like drink box water bottles. So that
Well, the frickin' God!
You're ready to fight, aren't you? I can feel
I intend to resign as party leader, as prime minister.
Is this true?
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Mr. Prime Minister, will there always be a Canada?
There will always be a Canada.
All right, elbows up.
Elbows up.
It's like people only do things because they get paid. And that's just really sad.
So the answer to that is to stop being stupid.
My great pleasure to introduce my husband, the Prime Minister who will make Canada strong. And Canada
I can't do it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Thank you. It will be an honor to continue to fight for you and to be a champion of your cause as we go forward.
Let's fucking go.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Fringe. Welcome to Friday Night Fringe here on the channel. It's good to see you. I hope you guys have had a good week. What a week it's been. An absolutely up and down week, to say the least. Joining me tonight, as always, the beautiful Mrs. Fringe. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Surviving.
Yes.
Surviving is a very basic term for what we're about to endure tonight. Folks, it's the final stream of the month. You know what that means. We're doing a giveaway tonight for the Patriots Club members. If you haven't yet got your membership, get a membership. Join the Patriots Club. Not only does it help support the channel, but once a month we do our one draw giveaway. Any item from our shop free of choice to one lucky Patriots Club member. We'll up the ante tonight since we are actually finishing. Also, this is our final stream to collect donations for the Texas flood victims. So if you buy a membership tonight, if you super chat, you buy any merch from our store, you buy any of the books from Amazon, all of it, it's all going towards the Texas flood relief victims. We're going to match up to $5,000. We're currently sitting at about $1,300, meaning the Fringe is going to put in another $1,300, $2,600 of $10,000, folks. Let's see if we can crank that up tonight. Again, going towards flood victims. Happy to donate towards that cause. So become a member tonight. If we hit 1,000 likes, we will do a giveaway as well for a non-member.
Yes.
So anybody can get in on that giveaway. So hit the thumbs up down below. Get 1,000 likes in there. Hopefully I get some people in here. We get some super chats in and we can increase what we're donating in Texas. It's been a week of losses.
It has. Oh, it's been an unbelievable week.
Crazy week, guys. Of course, we've seen Malcolm Jamal Warner pass away. Drowning. Ozzy Osbourne passed away. He had MAID due to his Parkinson's. And now the great Hulk Hogan passing away yesterday. Hulkamania is still going to be running wild, brother.
80s kids out there, are you okay?
80s kids are taking a pummeling this week.
It feels like such a loss.
Rest in peace to all of them. God, I grew up in the Hulkamania era. Hulk got me into wrestling, in fact. Always loved watching Hulk Hogan. We're going to get into a good old-fashioned roll call, folks. We're going to kick things off. We'll get rid of the negativity. Let's do some honorable mentions, then we're going to do a roll call. Rick Robitaille with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Raptor Guy, $5 super chat. Tamara and Chris get 7 years while Jeremiah Valentine gets out of prison and commits another unavailing or unaliving.
Yeah.
And your
Oh,
2005
it's
Boxing Day
absolutely
victim
horrible.
was unalived. I can't. We're going to talk about some of that tonight. Wesley Snipes, welcome in, member for 6 months. Whatever they take, you will have your health, your experiences, and your beliefs.
Yes.
Couldn't agree more. Gary with a $27.99 super chat. Thank you so much, guys. Absolutely amazing. Let's get a roll call going, shall we? Get a roll call and let me know where you're watching from. If you're new to the stream, let me know. Let's get it going on. Let's see if we can get somebody from every province in the country. Let's see if we can get how many people in the U.S.
Yes.
We've got tons of
Love our
American viewers. Let's see who we can get in here. Let's go, folks. We're going to start off with Nelson joining us from New Brunswick. Welcome in. We've got Walter joining us from Penticton. CB's joining us once again from the independent free country of Alberta. Welcome into the stream. It's great to have you here. We've got the Vengeful Truther coming in from the Okanagan. Welcome in. We got Carson, El Gringo Grande, coming in from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Always great to have Carson in here. We got Lima coming in from Edson. We've got Nick joining us from London, Ontario. We've got Andrew joining us from Plum Coulee, Manitoba. Welcome in as well. Liz is joining us from Ontario. Sean's joining us from Spruce Grove. We've got Sharona joining us from Manitoba. Luca's joining us once again from Burnaby, BC. Unleash the memes. They're coming. They're coming. Release the Kraken. It's coming. Don't worry.
That's why we come to Friday nights.
What we got here? Who else do we got here? Mary's joining us from Vernon, BC. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Jancor's joining us from Ottawa. We've got David coming in from High River. Raptor guys joining us from Scarborough, Ontario. We've got Nicole joining in from BC. Sharon's joining us from Camp Creek, Alberta. Sharon! So I had to. It's Aussie. Sharon! Under One Umbrella is joining us from Whitecourt, Alberta. We've got Jeanette joining us from Alberta as well. We've got Bob Caddy joining us from Montreal. Or no, he's coming from BC. I saw Montreal at the beginning. I can't read that right now, but we're gonna get into lots tonight, folks. Thank you for the message. We've got Mike coming in from Devon, Alberta. We got Will coming in from Ontario. Michael's coming in from Port Coquitlam, BC. Charlottetown's coming in from Charlottetown, PEI. Gary's joining us from Nova Scotia. MEDW joining from Sealy. Welcome in. Girl Next Door from Nova Scotia. We've got Apple Dash coming in from Medicine Hat.
And happy birthday.
And happy birthday as well.
Thanks for spending your birthday with us.
Kim is joining us from Wichita, Kansas. Welcome into our American viewers.
Yes.
Shay's joining us from Calgary. Maribel's coming in from Radisson, Saskatchewan. Michael's coming in from Woodbridge, Ontario. Lori's joining us. This Lori with the arrow from Spruce Grove, Alberta. Karate Chick joining us from Southern Ontario. Guys, I got to get caught up. Mrs. Fringe has given me the tap. She was giving it to me long ago. It's time to get caught up.
Yeah, we can't go over the 10 minutes.
It's been a crazy week.
Yeah, it has.
We've been busy. I know we're trying to get the kids out doing summer things.
Yeah.
I do have to,
because it's driving me nuts.
One thing that is changing around here, that is going to see a change probably next week, you guys will notice, the arcades are going away. I know, don't worry for the Dragon's Lair fans. There's still going to be some Dragon's Lair memorabilia in the back. Redesigning the set a little bit. Getting some stuff in the background. I want to put more of cultured and my nerd items in the background. So we're going to be moving the arcades out.
Never hurts to switch it up a little bit.
We're switching it up, keeping it fresh. But one thing that'll be joining the set, I'm very excited to talk about, because we took our kids last night to see Fantastic Four. Now, Mrs. Fringe has reserved opinions about Fantastic Four. I thought it was good. So if you're a comic book fan, go and see Fantastic Four. It was awesome. But one thing that my kids got us into, now, if you don't know about Scene Points, it's run by Cineplex. They run it at multiple stores.
Yeah.
My old man uses our scene number wherever he goes and builds up our points. So we never use them because we never go to the theater.
No.
So one thing that my kids saw that's joining the set, if you're a fan of Fantastic Four, this obscenely gigantic popcorn bucket broke a Guinness Book World Record for the largest popcorn bucket on display. My kids begged for one of these, and the lights do light, the eyes light up, which is really awesome. So Galactus's head will be joining us on scene in the screen behind us after things change around here. But what an obscenely large popcorn bucket. In fact, I thought it was so cool we had to use the points to get 2.
Yeah.
We got 2 of them. So that one can go in the arcade.
And one you
And
can
one
use.
can hang around here. Mike TV saying, nerd.
Yes.
Derek also mentioning the new Adam Sandler movie came out too. Happy Gilmore 2 hit today, and I watched that one.
Good. Definitely worth a watch.
That was, they always say some movies don't deserve a sequel, and while some
he
people
does really good with his sequels, though.
some people might poo-poo on Happy Gilmore 2. I liked it. I really liked it.
Well done.
As a fan of the Happy Gilmore original, I thought it was great. A lot of member berries in that movie, but good ones. I'm excited to bring the new set. Also, starting next week, I told you guys we had a big announcement about something new coming to the channel. I'm happy to announce tonight somebody's returning to the YouTube space. Somebody who's been lost but not forgotten. And I'm happy to announce starting this Wednesday, join me for a new live stream every week, as well as Friday Night Fringe. Don't worry, that show's not going anywhere. But Wednesday nights, I will be joined by the Celtic Canuck. She's coming back to YouTube exclusively under the umbrella of Unacceptable Fringe.
As a guest, yes.
As a guest host. We have to say that since she was kicked off of YouTube. But she's joining me for an amazing show. We're going to be talking about things that we normally don't talk about in politics, things a little bit riskier. Unhinged Fringe will start Wednesdays here on the channel. I'm also bringing in a good friend of mine from Manitoba as another co-host. It's going to be kind of a round table discussion. We're going to be talking about different news stories.
Personalities. It is definitely a must-see.
The best thing about this, folks, Celtic's from Ontario. My other co-host is from Manitoba, and I'm in from Alberta. So we're going to have representation over a good portion of the country, getting perspectives from everybody. It's going to be an amazing show. I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to having the Celtic Canuck back here on the channel, believe me. She's wonderful. She's one of the best I've ever seen, believe me. I think it's going to be great. I hope you guys will join us. Again, same time as this live stream, as our Friday stream, just on Wednesday. So join me Wednesdays, every Wednesday for Unhinged Fringe, and then every Friday for Friday Night Fringe. I'm looking forward to bringing this show to you guys. I'm hoping you guys are going to enjoy it. Again, Celtic's got some great perspectives on politics. My other co-host, Matt, has some amazing perspectives. He'll be joining the show a little later than this Wednesday because we're still working on getting him some equipment. But keep your eyes peeled. It's going to be a great show with Celtic this Wednesday. I'm looking forward to bringing her in. We have some honorable mentions. Raptor Guy, the $5 super chat to the tune of Aussie, Mom, I'm coming home. I'm not singing. That elbows up was such a scam, was nothing more than a chicken dance. Poilievre's coming home.
Oh, I like that.
Dude, $13.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. Jancor gifting an Unacceptable Fringe membership to the Patriots Club. Welcome to our new Patriots Club member. Jancor with another $2 super chat. Happy heart with Fringe Fam Jam. Glad to hear it. Welcome in again, Jancor. Snow 181, $2 super chat. Celtic Canuck coming back is the best news this week. I think so. Look, I tried real hard to work with YouTube to find a way to get her back in. And just when she thought she was gone, we're pulling her back in. She's coming back. I'm excited to have her here.
Yes.
I'm glad we could find a new home for Celtic Canuck. Saved by Grace, being a member for 7 months. Just got back from Texas visiting my kid. Devastation is awful. Cars 35 feet up in trees. Still searching for bodies. Thank you for all that you're doing.
That's amazing.
Thank you for keeping us updated. And thank you for becoming a member of the Patriots Club. Raptor Guy, $2 super chat. Same Fringe chime, same Fringe channel. Absolutely. Harry gifting 5 Unacceptable Fringe memberships to the Patriots Club. Thank you, Harry. Very generous of you. I don't know. Are you guys here for
what do we come here on Fridays for?
I think they're here to abuse me and ask about politics. That's my personal understanding.
Bring on the memes.
They're here for memes. Let's get to the memes. I like this one. Mark Carney. They've uncovered my conflicts of interest. Bring up PP security clearance. Always seems to be the case. This was a funny one. I like the blending to Dr. Evil. I got this one from the National Roast. When you think of Breaking Bad, say my name. Your conflict of interest, Carney. You're correct, to be clear. I like that. That's a gooder. That's a keeper. This one, I wanted to show this one. Some people in the boomer community might get offended by this one because one thing it doesn't say in here is liberal boomers.
Liberal boomers.
It doesn't define liberal boomers, but let's take a listen because here it shows Canadian housing, economy, healthcare, immigration, and crime. Here's the boom.
I think I voted for would be the best to take care of Trump, because Trump is, I'm sorry to say, an ass, and he shouldn't even be president of the United States. But because he is, we need a strong person so that we could stand strong. I think
here's my question. How's that working out for you?
Right? He hasn't bent over for a Trump at all.
How's that working out for you? Give me a break. Absolutely ridiculous. You guys remember the Coldplay meme? I'm not sure if you guys remember the Coldplay meme. It hasn't really gone away, has it? Has it gone away yet? I went through all the best ones, and this was one that I found that I thought was absolutely hilarious. We had to show it on stream. You put the zippity zappity and the bippity boppity.
Good old Cosby.
Oh. Squid coming in saying longest ballot committee may have violated Elections Canada rules. A story from Northern Perspective. Wow. Yeah, I seen that. They're doing a good job on that one. We'll be talking about that in another video, but shout out to Northern for breaking that one open. This one I had to show you guys on memes. We won't get to the news yet, but let's get to memes. This is the final meme. You guys remember the air farce? The air farce was always fun to watch.
Yes.
I was like, and people don't get your butts in a knot thinking I'm making fun of PP or I'm being mean to Pierre.
At all.
I actually sent this his way. This guy does a mean impression, and it's a funny video. So if you can put your support for Pierre aside for a second and just watch the comedy, it's a gooder. I had to share it with the community. Let's take a look at this.
It's great to be back here, back at home. I like to get back here as often as possible, especially if it helps me get back into Parliament so I can be away from here as often as possible. Look at that. It's Carney's horse. Yet another small, woke, liberal horse. What experts are you talking about? So, did you hear about Carney and the way he flipped that pancake? I mean, he thought he'd be really good at it because he's done so much flip-flopping lately. But the problem was, he couldn't figure out if he should have his elbows up or down. We have to stop this ban on gas-powered vehicles. Did you fart? We're going to get out there, back on the saddle. We're going to do some ridings. We're going to do some roping, wrangling, re-electing. Look at me, I'm a big boy. This is fun. There's always jobs to do, and everyone knows I love jobs. Good Canadian jobs. Oh, God, there's a spray back. Our young people want to do this stuff. Put another quarter in it. We are not going to let Ottawa stop Canadians from going bareback. Reverse cowgirl, cowpoke quickie, long trail ride into the night, fucking bronco. These are the rights of every Canadian. The thing is, we didn't really lose the election. I mean, we had more votes than ever before. We made gains in the North Pole. We had more people drawing penises on their spoiled ballots than ever before. Really, it was quite a success. You know, it's pretty rude to eat an apple while you're talking to somebody. We need to get me back into Parliament so I can help lead Canada in the right direction. Yeah. Let's go. How do you control it? Is this the start? Should I just grab it? Round up all the criminals and put them in a stable facility. We're going to fight for Alberta. We're going to fight for oil and gas. We're going to fight for indoor malls and tire stores. We're going to let teachers teach. We're going to let wizards whiz. We're going to let parents rent from their children. We are going to make Canada first, but I'm going to put myself just a little more first. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, look, guys, I know people are going to get mad at that one and say, Fringe, what are you doing? Listen, I thought it was funny. I thought it was a good, solid impression. And it's okay to laugh sometimes and have. I don't like the message that's being portrayed in that for the record.
I agree.
But it was a mean impression, and the guy almost looks like him a little when he's wearing the aviators and doing the stance. So I thought it was good. Even Master Snatch, it was a pretty good impression. He says, it wasn't AI.
No,
this was done
real.
By who does it say on the TikTok? The comic strip something, because it's cut off. But it was nonetheless, I thought a really mean impression. I thought it was good. I mean, I sent it to Pierre's guys, and they had a laugh, and that's the point of it, guys, is that we can all have a laugh sometimes.
Everybody needs a laugh sometimes.
I miss the days of the air farce, back when they used to make fun of Preston Manning, even though they had him on the show and everything else. The chicken cannon, the comedy like that is gone. It seems to be that the left can't meme. I like neutral comedy like this, where they can at least make a couple of jokes and have a good laugh. But that is memes for the weeks, folks. We got a lot to talk about on tonight's show. We got a lot of news to talk about.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. We're going to get to Mark Carney in just a minute. We do have honorable mentions that popped up we do have to get to because you guys are knocking it out of the park. Bradley, $2 super chat, getting closer to 30 days. Thank you for the super chat. Ingrid, $2 super chat. It's Ingrid and Charlie. We are amazing. We are indeed.
You are.
And you are as well. Thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. And thank you for the super chat. Raptor Guy, $5 super chat. Got nothing on Alec Baldwin's Trump and Jim Carney's Biden. Somebody's telling me I can't talk like the Donald. I can't do a good job. Is that what we're hearing? Somebody saying that I don't know what the F I'm doing. I don't like it.
I think yours is better.
I'm way better than Alec Baldwin. Way better than Alec. Okay. He can go get a lollipop. He can go cower in the corner, cry about it if he wants to. Okay? We're here talking about politics tonight. Don't get your buns up in a knot, okay? I don't want to offend anybody. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Bradley, $2 super chat. Any update on the APP? There really isn't any updates aside from what we discussed this week about their admittance, I guess, to talking with Donald Trump's administration about the possibility of a $500 million loan to help with Alberta Independence, should it get the yes vote, but that it's not going 51st state. It's really that's really the only update I've got. One update I do have that I want to talk about is the dangers of the internet.
Yes.
And something you need to let your kids know about if you have kids, if you have nieces, nephews, anything else. One thing that's going around that was forwarded my way, courtesy of my mother-in-law, believe it or not.
Yeah.
She's usually not on the political scene, but she saw this and said, oh my God.
Well, I think she was thinking of her grandkids with this one.
It's crazy what's happening. It says it's in Newfoundland, but it could be making its way here shortly. Let's take a look at this. RCMP in Newfoundland issues warning about violent online network targeting minors. People keep an eye out for this. Newfoundland is issuing a warning to parents and guardians after VicLast unit, the violent crime linkage analysis system, established a link between an anonymous tip of a minor child being targeted online to a network of violent online groups, which deliberately targets vulnerable children and youth platforms in Canada and beyond. The groups are known by different names, including 764, 676, CVLT, Court, and Harm Nation, among others, with names continually evolving. They're linked to ideologically motivated violent extremism, and this isn't exaggerated. The perpetrators target children ages 8 to 17, particularly in the alphabet community, youth, radical minorities, and those with mental health issues, manipulating them into recording or live streaming acts of self-harm, sexual acts, animal cruelty, and other acts of violence. Victims are often asked to carve numbers or names of groups into their skin to brand themselves as belonging to the perpetrator and or group. Footage they share of those acts is then further shared online and used to increasingly gain control over victims. The groups create extreme fear to blackmail them into sharing increasingly violent acts, and the end goal of the victims streaming their own unaliving online, which these groups see as the ultimate achievement in gaining notoriety and status in their network. This is insane.
It's horrible.
You need to talk to your kids, even if they're not a part of the community. You have to talk to your kids.
If they're not doing it at home, they're probably doing it at a friend's house. It's so easy to get onto it these days. Onto social media.
And apparently this is picking up steam. It says in September 2023, U.S. FBI issued a public service announcement on this threat entitled Violent Online Groups Extorting Minors to Self-Harm and Produce Child SA material, which included advice for adults to use great caution when posting photos and videos of their children, identifying information online and social media apps and messages. This is one of the reasons I don't put my children on the internet. I don't usually let them walk on camera. I know Steve has shown up from time to time.
It's really hard to tell him no.
But but we really try
Yes.
to make sure that we don't sensationalize our kids. Anybody, like even with our children, we've caught them on the internet. We've had to tell them you can't be, not until you're older, you're much older.
When you can understand it, yeah.
I really just am so sad to see this. It says down here that adults are urged to watch for signs that the children may have been targeted. They are more quiet than usual, excessively moody or withdrawn. They have a new online friend or network they seem infatuated with and or scared of.
The moody and withdrawn. Every kid
is moody and withdrawn.
Withdrawn.
They spend more time on the internet, unsupervised or alone in their room, and ask for more money to use online. Well, they could be playing Roblox, knowing kids of today. They go through an increased number of bandages or show evidence of cuts, stab wounds, or other self-harm. They cover their skin in unusual ways. They show an affinity to particular messaging online, including conspiracy theories, anti-government rhetoric, and propaganda. Family pets suddenly seem fearful of your child or are harmed in suspicious ways. Anonymous gifts arrive at your home for your child. Online strangers purchase in-game or app feature subscriptions for your child, and their school grades drop significantly. So again,
something to look out for, folks, and it's just very scary.
Very scary.
Scary world.
Very scary. We had to talk about it. I wanted to bring that up for anybody who's got kids or looking around their kids.
Kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews. Like,
as you can see, that was in the United States in 2023. It's gaining steam, so
it's hit Canada.
Keep your eyes on that. Yeah. We want to protect our kids. Raptor guy with the $5 super chat. Whenever liberals talk, I do the Ace Ventura impression. Nonsense, poopy pants. Alrighty then. Thank you for the super chat. Jan Core, $10 super chat. $10 Texas challenge. Fringes. I don't know if we can get a $10 Texas challenge. Can we get a $10 Texas challenge going on in the chat? We'll see. Some people, look, I've got people who message me afterwards and say, hey, I'm sorry, I couldn't donate.
Like
I'm not
and
in a
share,
position.
that is
watch the stream.
Benefit enough, yes.
That's benefit enough. A portion of views this month are going towards the donations. All my sponsorship money is going towards donations. All merch, all super chats, all memberships. So when I say a portion, guys, at some point Fringe has to pay the bills. So I do have to hold on to a little bit,
just a little bit
of what I make this month. But the super chats, all the stuff that comes extra on top of views, that is going straight to charity. So let's see if we can get a $10 super chat.
Yeah, that'd be great.
A Texas challenge going on in the stream. Again, it's our final night, guys. Now, anything bought up until the end of the month from Amazon in terms of books or merch will be added to the pile. But in terms of live stream fundraising, this is the final stream.
See, Derek says he's broke, but you know what you need to do for us, Derek? You need to tell us we're not going to get those 1,000
You need to tell us
likes.
we're not going to get to those 1,000 likes. Guys, again, if we hit 1,000 likes on the stream, we'll be doing a giveaway to a non-member. Well, I don't know if it's going to go to a non-member, but non-members will be included.
Random, yes.
It'll be a random giveaway if we hit 1,000 likes. Derek's always telling us we're never going to make it.
Never going to make it. We always do. So come on, Derek.
But yeah, Reaper, please don't. I see this spamming in the chat unless it's just showing up and there's an error on my end. If it's being spammed, please don't spam that in the chat. If it isn't being spammed, my apologies, because it's just showing up on mine. It's just showing up constantly on my feed, but my apologies if it isn't. We've had that happen before. John with the $10, I'm on to the Texas challenge. There we go. There's another $10. Thank you so much for that. Let's see if we can keep the $10 Texas challenge going. What are we going to talk about tonight? I want to talk about the Freedom Convoy before we get to Mark Carney. Yeah, no, it is showing up over and over in my chat, but that's where I'm saying it may not be spamming. It could just be stuck. So please, it's talking about Colin Anderson over and over and over again. I was just saying if it's being spammed, don't spam in the chat. That rules for everybody.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I think it's stuck. But...
Don't worry about it. I think it's stuck. Let's talk about the Freedom Convoy. Tamara Lich was in court this week with Chris Barber. We had coverage on the channel. Ezra Levant, of course, keeping us up to date with what was happening in court. We had such frustration watching and taking in what was going on with Tamara and Chris. Of course, if you've been under a rock or if you're not aware of what's happening inside that trial, the longest Mr. Trial forever is now deeming to give Tamara Lich 7 years in jail. The Crown is asking for 7 years.
Mischief.
Chris Barber is being asked to get an additional year on top to have 8 years for also refusing to comply with a court order.
I would love a list of crimes and the seriousness of crimes that get way less than what they are getting just for mischief. It's ridiculous.
Reaper, nothing to apologize for.
Don't be
The
sorry.
errors on our end, it's just going over and over.
It's stuck.
It's not your fault. What do we have? If you think, sorry, my mind is jumbled because I'm just so taken back by what's
ADD
happening in the
moment.
court. I've spoken to Tamara a couple times this week. I'm happy to tell you guys she's in good spirits. That portion is good, at least. That, you know, she's got her head up. We've been told that October 7th should be when we finally get a date or a sentencing, I guess.
Just keep stringing it along.
Well, they don't have anything, and that's the problem. And they've shown that. And the evidence that was brought on forth by Chris Barber's lawyer, as well as Tamara's, was that, look, they really haven't done anything wrong. You're blaming them for the entire convoy.
Yeah.
They should be held responsible for their actions, not the actions of thousands of people.
No.
But the government wants to make an example out of them. And we've talked about ownership. I've talked multiple times about Chris Barber having his truck recalled by the government to be dismantled, because why keep anything that keeps freedom alive visual for anybody to see? Why have it out there for people to respect and appreciate? And even though Chris has sold it to his son to keep operating his company, well, the government can still sweep in and take it. They don't have to. They don't have to have a legal reason.
No.
They can just say, "Nah, your property is our property. Doesn't matter how it goes. We want it."
And he's already sold it.
Somebody just mentioned a guy who was drunk and killed somebody. Here's one that I want to show. Ryan Gerritsen. This guy struck and killed a woman at 126 kilometers an hour in a 50-kilometer-an-hour zone, continued to drive with her wedged in his windshield, crashed again, was caught, and giggled while being arrested. This guy is only on house arrest. Canada is broken. So this guy, this is the reporter. I'm not going to show the story.
Don't blame him.
Don't blame this guy.
Wow.
This is absolutely disgusting. This is our justice system that I was happy to see Pierre Poilievre commenting this week.
Yes.
People say too little, too late. I think it was great that he chimed in.
It was good that he did it at all, really.
And again, I did reach out and said, there was a lot of pressure online. Did this come from the pressure on social media?
Nope.
No. They've always taken this stance. They've always said that they believe in what people did legally, peacefully. Pierre wanted to make a statement because now's the time. Really happy to see it. We do have some honorable mentions to bring in really quick. Mike TV Dub, $10 super chat, $10 for the Texas relief. There he is on the $10 challenge. Carson in for Texas, and Frodo, $10 into the Texas challenge. There's Nuts and Bolts, $10 into the Texas challenge as well. Thank you so much. Deb, $10 into the Texas challenge as well. Thank you so much. Raptor Guy, $5. Tamara and Chris might get all those years, while Paulo Bernardo and Luca Magnotta get moved to medium security, and Jeremiah Valentine gets let out.
It's just ridiculous.
It's absurd what we're doing. Absurd. Snow with $10 on the Texas challenge. And for Tamara Leach and Chris Barber's cases. The question is, do the feds want another convoy? Because this is how you get
100%.
another convoy. The purpose of it,
I mean, they want
to shut it down.
Yeah, they're making an example of them so that it doesn't happen again. People are scared of the repercussions if they do fight against the government.
Kevin, thank you for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate that as well. Pretty weird, Duck. Freedom Convoy sounds like Jason versus Saul. The process is the punishment. Yeah. It's really insane that we have to wait until October to find out the fate of Chris and Tamara. We'll look into that. Those aren't the things we're gonna talk about Mark Carney on those things.
Yeah.
Very sad for Tamara and Chris. Very
heartbreaking.
sad.
And then they have to wait another 2 months, 3 months to figure out what is really going on. It's just ridiculous. I couldn't imagine this horrible waiting game that keeps being dragged on.
Yeah, I seen this one in Ontario. A 14-year-old admitted to unaliving a senior woman live online.
Wow.
I mean, the world's turning into a crazy place.
Yeah.
Crazy place. A.W. Bennett getting in on the $10 Texas Challenge, 10 for Texas. An Oklahoman coming to the aid of my fellow Red River and Hill Country brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Liz saying, sure, the Freedom Convoy wasn't okay, but the BLM riots were fine.
Right?
Summer love, right? That's love, folks. Burning down businesses, smashing windows, looting,
What about
rioting.
the Palestine riots that are going on? They're burning flags. They're saying death to Canada.
They're not really riots, but yes.
Right. I mean,
it's you got to be careful, Mrs. Fringe,
Sorry.
because the trolls,
not riots.
the trolls will come after you in the comments.
I know.
I'll tell you one thing.
I'm really good at that.
There's some days I think I'm just here to be abused because the emails that I get and the comments that come in online, I know, folks, part of being online, but I'll tell you, sometimes I get downright nasty. I seen John Bolton doing a video talking about his comments on the longest ballot.
Okay.
And I thought it was a bad move to make a video talking about other people's comments. I get the sentiment he was trying to present, but it's the problem is that it's also the internet.
Yeah.
And people are going to be jerks. That's what everybody's God-given right on the internet.
Behind their keyboards.
When you're a keyboard warrior, that's where you get to.
I'm always good at putting my foot in my mouth.
Well, it's okay. I do it for you on many occasions. Let's get on to Mark Carney, shall we? The stream, after all, people are going to be, you didn't get to the topic of the stream until you were half an hour in. What the hell am I watching? Mark Carney has no plan.
No. Of course
Pierre,
it does. Does that shock you?
Not at all.
It was the plan all along to not have a plan.
Pierre came out and said it this week as well. Carney has gone into meetings all week with premiers. Of course, they had another little powwow where they all sat down and talked together, came up with supposed deals, and nothing's been planned. Nothing's been put in the ground. No shovels, no red tape being cut, no announcements. And while Danielle, if you watched my video, talked about a new pipeline going from Alberta to Ontario, well, Manitoba stood up and said, nah, we're not doing that without consulting Indigenous, because, well, that's what happens in politics in Canada. You think you get 2 steps forward, and the government says take 7 back. Wab Canoe being the distraction once again to come in and say, nope, we're not going to build, we're not going to do anything.
But when Carney set this plan out, that as long as everybody's on board, he knew what he was doing.
It's I Digger a bad day saying, are we surprised? Not at all.
No.
Not at all. Kenzie says, not a single announcement. So that's the biggest problem. And this is where I said on the thumbnail, we're going to go bankrupt. Mark Carney is pushing us into the ground to bankrupt the country.
Oh, yeah.
To pad the pockets of his shareholders. Again, I keep citing the same video over and over and over again.
He's only been in office for 3-4 months now, and he's like tripled our debt.
But in his one interview where he mentioned, I was consulting for Justin Trudeau, pro bono, of course.
Yeah.
Policy pushes profits. He came out and said it, folks. He told you exactly what he was going to do.
Yep.
His policies are pushing profits in the green mandates. It's pushing profits for Westinghouse. It's pushing profits for, you've seen Moose on the Loose cover it all.
Mm-hmm.
Brookfield being the #1 contender. And 96% of Carney's investments are tied to the United States. So when Trump says, we're going to bring in tariffs, that's it, no more negotiating with Canada, okay, we're not going to the board with Canada, we're not going to talk to them anymore, Mark Carney's a jerk, he's a loser, he's fired. Carney says, okay, no problem. He does what he feels he has to put on the show in Canada.
And that's what he's doing, is definitely just a show.
But how the media and how the constituents and how anybody who supported this jackass don't see that it's Trudeau all over again mind boggles me. It's an absolute Mongolian cluster F, as I call it. He goes on vacation, he ignores the media, he talks word salad, and then he goes and hides again. Doesn't that remind you of somebody? Oh, and he has no plan. He has no plan. Marianne Drinkwater, $5 super chat. What about the guy getting caught trying to buy a child for afternoon delight and getting off because it might mess up his chances for citizenship? We saw that one as well. We reported on that on the channel. Again, our system is out the window. Kevin in the $5 super chat. When the zombie apocalypse starts, we can save ourselves by putting up liberal regalia in our homes because zombies will only come after those with brains. That's a good one.
I like it.
Raptor Guy, $5 super chat. Are you ready for another Caravana eyesore from Olivia Chow next week?
No.
Absolutely
How
not.
can she top last year's?
It's where is it? I'm seeing here. I thought I saw a troll. I don't want to accidentally get the troll. Mark Clowney equals doesn't do anything and doesn't have a plan. Sounds legit.
Yeah.
If we need to see that further, let's take a look at Danielle Smith. Again, this was in our video this week. If you haven't watched it, go watch it because, boy, YouTube's really kicking those videos down this week. Canada's Common Sense Coalition. I don't like that. To expand pipeline access just got stronger. Ontario Premier Doug Ford and I are proud to welcome Saskatchewan Premier Scott Moe as the newest signatory of Growing Alliance. Together, we're standing up for pipeline access across provinces to reach global markets, responsible energy development, and trade corridor expansion. Today's agreement is a major step forward towards building a stronger, more energy secure Canada. They're going to expand pipelines to connect Western Canadian energy to existing refineries in Southern Ontario and a new world market. Develop new national trade corridors to expand highways, rail, electricity, and hydrogen infrastructure. They're going to push back on federal policies that block nation-building projects and strengthen cooperation between Alberta, Ontario, and Saskatchewan on key infrastructure projects. No, you're not. Sorry, bar's closed. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here because Manitoba showed up and Wab Canoe says, I drank everything that's in here. You're getting nothing.
Shocking.
That's the worst. It will benefit all of his investments. He doesn't give an F about Canadians.
Nope, absolutely.
The fact that nobody's speaking up about it. Absolutely ridiculous. Of course, you've got good old Dougie down here smiling. Somebody made a good comment down here in the comments. Scott Moe looks like a captive holding a newspaper in a ransom picture. Danielle looks like she's forcing her smile. Doug Ford is beaming.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He knows.
It's funny. But what happened just before that is Premier Doug Ford says Mark Carney stayed at his cottage last night, and they stayed up all night giggling together in their pajamas until 12:30 by the fireplace, solving the world's problems. Doesn't look like anything got solved. What problems did you solve? Oh, I know. I know what problems they're talking about. Oh, you guys want to know what they were talking about? Getting rid of Pierre. So that Doug can come in and be the conservative leader and swoop in.
So who would be dumb enough on the conservative side to vote for Doug Ford? He would have to be voted in as leader.
If Pierre left, they'd need somebody. And Doug's got a team that are planning. I'm telling you guys. Look, Pierre is going to get his seat. Pierre is going to win the by-election. And then they're going to do a leadership review at the convention in the new year. If for some reason Pierre does not get the approval of the Conservatives, you know all Dougie's going to sweep in. Yeah, liberal Doug.
Yeah.
Closet liberal Doug Ford. I always call him closet liberal. I know he's not in the closet anymore about it. Aaron Morrison, we're doing some giveaways. Sorry, just got in. Yes, we hit 1,000 likes. We're going to do a giveaway to anybody in the stream, not just members. We are doing a member giveaway also at the end of the night.
Because it is our last Friday.
Because it is our last Friday of the month. And again, all Super Chats memberships, $10 Texas Challenge, all of it. It's all going to Texas flood victims. Last stream, folks. Let's get it moving on. So Mark Carney, happy that this fell apart. But what you can see is Mark Carney tweeting out, the premiers and I are united with a challenging global landscape, or what this is a changing, sorry, I thought it's a challenging. With a changing global landscape, we're working together to secure new trade deals and build a stronger, more resilient Canada. No, you're not. No, you're not. All you want to do is what you did during the election. He's going to make Trump the bad guy. He's going to say, Donald's terrible. It's all Donald's fault. Let's find a way to cut red tape and get projects going even though we haven't done anything. Nothing. In fact, multiple cities are saying they're sitting on a surplus this year. Calgary posting after they just raised everybody's taxes through the roof. Again. Oh, we've got a surplus of millions of dollars this year.
$122 million. Just a small amount.
Just a small amount that they're not going to give back to people.
No.
This is the problem with government that I've been saying for a long time. Look, I'm shaking my hands like Donald Trump. This is the problem, okay? This is what's happening. I can't believe, are you people serious? They've got tax on everything.
And it wasn't being raised 3%. It was like 13%. It was a ridiculous amount.
We all knew it was coming. That's part of the reason we left Calgary. We left Calgary because we said, look, the values are dropping. People are getting out of here. The costs of living are going up. It's becoming unaffordable to live here. It's only for the elite.
Yeah.
Time to go. We packed up. We called it a day. Gondek can have it. The problem is that anytime these wackos want to do anything, it's, well, we don't have to worry about our spending. Just get it done, and we'll just tax those people a little bit more. Pierre Poilievre put out a video this week that I chimed in on where he says, look, you're paying more in taxes than the cost of living, the cost of food, the cost of everything. That should anger you.
Yeah.
What should, and he's talking about how it's good that Mark Carney has to have no choice now but to cut government workers. I said, what about cutting government spending? When is that going to happen?
Yeah, we're mad. And what are we supposed to do about it?
When are we going to cut the government spending? When do we say no more daddy's credit card? No more running around pretending our dollars don't have a limit?
Printing money like it's on fire.
I'm just so sick and tired of every time the government wants to do something, whether it's municipal, provincial, or federal, it's, oh, we don't have the money for it? That's okay. We'll just tax them a little bit more.
But if they kept the money in Canada, they wouldn't need so much either.
One of these days, yeah, but their investors wouldn't benefit is the problem. Well, one of these days, you're going to be taxed 100%. If it keeps going this rate.
Yeah. You'll have nothing and you'll be happy.
You'll be working for the government. I saw CB saying it, quit sending the money out of the country.
Yeah.
Gondek's incompetent. Yeah, but she's slated to win again in this year's election. Why? Because she'll be installed. Watch. It'll happen. Mark my word. This is a mayor who was exercised immediately after recall legislation was made legal to be removed. And the idiot who wanted his 10 minutes of fame failed on it.
Yep.
Because he thought it would be a great idea. Let's go in the middle of winter and try to garner a bunch of signatures instead of organizing and finding a way to execute it properly. And people will say, oh, the guy just cares. I don't care. That's my opinion on it. I'm not going to apologize for recognizing the guy wanted his name out there. He wanted interviews. He wanted to maybe get himself into politics.
There were so many other ways he could have done it properly and had those numbers.
If he really wanted them.
Yes.
The threshold was also unbelievably high. So I'll give it that.
But they didn't even come remotely halfway.
No. And what was funny is that as soon as the signature came in, Gondek said, well, I'm not even going to count them. I'm not even going to make them. They're not legal. They're not. They avoided part of the process, so we're gonna make them. They don't count for anything anyways. It's just your constituents. It's just people saying they've had enough of your shit.
But she doesn't care.
So what's funny is that she kept saying, I don't know if I'm going to run. I don't know if I'm going to run. I think I'm out. My popularity has declined.
Oh, they're going to install me again?
And then all of a sudden, guys, out of nowhere, I think I'll run again. What do you think is going on in the background? What do you think is being said in the background? Of course she's going to go again.
Yeah.
She's going to be installed. The deadline for tariffs came in. Nothing was done. Mark Carney says, well, we're just going to have to pay. But guys, it's not that bad because we're just paying the smallest amount of tariffs in comparison to other countries, right? So I was going to go fight Donald Trump. Remember the boomer video we showed at the beginning of the stream, the meme saying he's the right guy to handle Donald Trump?
Best guy to handle him.
This is the deal we got, folks. Well, you're still gonna pay the tariffs, okay? But you're gonna pay the lowest out of all the other countries. It's still exponentially high. It's still gonna damage your wallets. It's gonna cost Americans and Canadians jobs. but we're still putting the tariffs in because your leader's incompetent. He's stupid. Okay. Take a listen to what Trump says. There's no deal.
August 1st is going to come, and we will have most of our deals finished, if not all. We haven't really had a lot of luck with Canada. I think Canada could be one where they'll just pay tariffs, not really a negotiation. We're working very diligently with Europe, the EU, which covers a lot of territory, a lot of countries, and that's the big one right now. We have the confines of a deal with China. But we haven't really, we don't have a deal with Canada. We haven't been focused on it. When the letters go out, they're a page and a half. That means they have a deal. It's done. They pay that tariff. And that is a contract, essentially. And they can come into the country. They're going to pay a tariff. I'm going to keep it minimal. I'm going to keep it, I'm not looking to hurt countries. I could do that too, but I'm not looking to do that. But when that letter goes out, that's it. August 1st is going to come.
So August 1st is coming. The tariffs are coming. Carney's not going to, watch August 2nd. Carney will say, oh, guess what, everybody? I came to an agreement. I gave Trump more. We're doing more. By the way, 96% of my investments are in the United States. Not a conflict of interest at all, is it, folks? What if Trump adds another 0 to that tariff? He should.
And he could.
He should. I'll tell you why he should. Because it'll run Carney out of office.
Will it?
They'd have no choice. They'd have no choice. Flood us. Flood us with tariffs. Please. Show us what happens when King Negotiator goes over there and can't get anything handled for the country. Well, he goes on vacation and he says, it's the greatest crisis of our lifetime. I'm going to go on holidays because, I just got here. I just got the job. Time to go on a break. Right? Who does that remind you of? Anybody? Anybody? I intend to resign as Prime Minister. I like to go on benders with men with my butthole because I'm Justin Trudeau. Give me a break.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I don't know what that's getting into. We need to get this Liberal government out of here once and for all.
100% we do.
We need independence. No deal for Canada. Manitoba's corruption. Wab Kinew, who's also stalling out the by-election in his riding so that, they can install who they want. Don't get me started on that clown. Mark Carney's wife. Hey, you said it, not me, right? Walks like a duck, talks like a duck. If Trump installed Carney, then remove him. It's somebody asked. I saw it where somebody said they wanted me to talk about what's going to happen with Pierre in the by-election. Do I think he'll get 80%? No.
No.
I think he'll get 60. I think he'll get around the 60 mark. I think that's where he's gonna land. And again, if I was Pierre, I'd take that as an F. A seat is a seat.
Yeah.
But take it as an F. You got a lot to do to gain back any push in Alberta. I think it was a mistake to run in Alberta. I think too many Albertans are focused on independence because it's a way better deal. It's not even a matter of patriotism at this point, folks. And I've said it like a broken record. There's nothing the federal government can offer Alberta at this point that is better or even close to what we can get from independence. Nothing better. People were talking about the Alberta pension plan, saying, well, what happens to those who've already contributed to CPP? Alberta pension plan would still give you better rates. They would still give you better payments. In fact, one of the things CPP does is if your spouse dies, they don't pay you out the rest of their CPP.
Yeah.
Alberta pension plan would. So you stand to benefit on so many aspects to getting away from the federal government. Why wouldn't every province try to get away from the federal government at this point? Why not just say, look, you hit the iceberg, the ship's going down, we've all got life rafts, good luck, Carney, we're out.
That would certainly make a stand.
No more.
That something has to change.
Pierre can't even give us something better if he's prime minister. But that's what I mean, is that, look, he's Albertan born and raised. He's as conservative as it gets. And I like Pierre. I like my pee-pee. But
that was bad.
It's just having some fun. But guys, we have to get to terms with reality.
Yeah.
That even if Pierre was prime minister, he knows, we know, that if Alberta were to get the steam to go independent, if Saskatchewan goes independent, if other provinces get the stones to say, yeah, this country's failed. And it's not because we're not united. It's not because we don't care about each other. It's not because we don't value those who sacrificed their lives for our flag.
Absolutely
It's
not.
because a bunch of filthy, disgusting pigs at a trough, fat, sweaty pigs came in and dipped their snouts in Canadian taxpayer funds and treated our tax dollars like a mob racket.
Yeah.
They lined their pockets, they saw it as a business, and they ripped us off. And we said, yeah, we're not stupid. We're going.
Mm-hmm.
The real question is, are we that stupid? Will Alberta get the votes that it needs? I don't know. I've gotten about 16 emails this week from people saying I'm too naive, that I live on hope.
I live on hope.
And that hope doesn't exist anymore. I fail to recognize that. I agree to disagree. I got a lot of honorable mentions we didn't get into. We got to get on to. Raptor Guy, $5 super chat, and all that money went to Magnolia. We need shitty walk to build a wall. Thank you for $5 super chat. Carson El Gringo Grande gifting 20 unacceptable fringe memberships to the Patriots Club. Thank you, Carson. Much appreciated. Welcome to all 20 of our new members. Aaron Morrison, $2 super chat. Are we doing some giveaways? Yeah, we got that one. Karen Whitlock, $10 super chat. Gondek sucks. Texas rocks.
Yes.
There we go. Karen's getting in on the $10 Texas challenge. Thank you so much. Raptor Guy, $5 super chat. If Pierre loses the review, I want either Michael Barrett or Jamil Giovanni to replace him also. How? Guys, I got a fever.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
How? More cowbell. Guys, you're crazy. You've been wonderful tonight. I gotta be honest. You guys, simply amazing.
I was really enjoying almost that you forgot that one.
No walking, guys.
You stopped doing it for a while, and
Miss Fringe is hanging around. She doesn't like the walking. Anyway, let's get back to talking politics, shall we? Did you guys see South Park's under a lot of heat this week?
Oh my goodness!
Making fun of Donald Trump, saying that he has no pee-pee. Trump's furious about it, by the way. Absolutely furious. Look, again, just like I said when we showed the Pierre stuff. I mean, I can laugh at comedy.
I do not picture him laughing at that.
But I don't think Trump's laughing at the fact that they had him in bed with Satan.
No.
And, hey, come on, guy. I mean, absolutely horrendous. Kim with a $50 super chat. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work, you two. Not all Canadians are against our awesome, amazing next door neighbors. Stage strong. All families are affected by the floods. Prayers are always with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We love Americans. We love being able to help out.
Yeah.
So thank you for making that possible. Keep in mind that I'm matching, but you guys started this by contributing. So thank you for that. What do we got here? South Park said that Trump has no Pierre Poilievre. Yeah, if we're going to put it lightly. No pee-pee. No pee-pee.
Yeah.
How I hid your father's watch, your stopwatch, up my ass for 9 years. Really uncomfortable. Painful, even. I am that mouse. Crazy.
Good movie.
What do we got here? Hang on, the chat's being flooded here. I'm trying to get to where I can. Businessmen make money, bankers hide it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good comment. Canada needs my great president, Donald J. Trump, in your lives. And President D will lower taxes. in life that adds extra character in your Canadian culture. He's a wonderful guy, let me tell you.
The best.
A lot of people saying Trump's dropping the ball lately. I don't think so. I think he's wonderful. I think he's an amazing guy. Did you see he canceled Stephen Colbert? I think that's awesome.
I think that's awesome.
I think that's awesome. He's not directly linked to canceling Stephen Colbert. They're saying he is, but how much can you throw away at a show that's losing money?
Yeah.
I was so happy to start the week off by laughing at Stephen Colbert. He also over-ingested in copium this week, trying to have laughs about it and try and make comedy out of the fact that he was fired. Didn't go over so well.
Nope.
In fact, Kevin O'Leary coming out saying, I'd fire the guy myself. He's a kook. It was really good. Jim, $10 Texas challenge. Hey, I switched my Canadian flag to an Alberta flag, also to Texas relief. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you for the $10 Texas challenge. Good riddance.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't funny.
No.
Look, I used to watch the
Everything
Colbert
became
Report.
so political.
Back when he was on Comedy Central, I loved watching him go toe-to-toe with politicians. I thought he was funny. They had good writers. And then he took over for Dave, and it just went woke. Just instant nosedive. It's like the network said, okay, all the stuff you did before this, forget that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that anymore.
Don't do what worked.
No mas. We're going to move on to this stuff because it's better. It's better. Scott Hayes, $1.49 super sticker. Thank you so much. Donald Trump has gotten a lot done. He's not perfect, but he's 100 times better than what we had.
100%. I agree.
Way better than Sleepy Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe. Or Barack Hussein Obama, who's now going to jail, let's be honest.
Who was really in charge?
Barack
Joe
Hussein
or
Obama.
Kamala?
He should be arrested, thrown in jail. He's a terrible person. Him and Big Mike would love a jail cell.
Well, he no longer... No, it's not him that doesn't have security.
He's not getting a jail cell, but it would be nice to think about it. His reputation's tarnished at least.
Yeah.
That's the positive. Bryce with the $10 super chat for the Texas Challenge. Wish Texas all the best. Thank you so much. Ron DeSantis is going to run in 2028, and he will get the Republican nomination. I would like to see Ron DeSantis as president. I would love to see DeSantis. Elle saying, I love your impersonations. I love
See what Anonymous says? You do it better than Trump.
I watch your podcast all the time. You do Trump better than he does it. Let me tell you. Donald, he does an okay
We
Trump.
need to get Donald on the show. Do a comparison.
Donald does an okay Trump, okay, but nothing like the Fringe. nothing like Derek J. Fringe. My middle name isn't even J. I just say it because Donald J. Trump.
Where's the J come from?
Donald, you're fired. You can't do Trump like I can do Trump. You can't Trump like me. Okay, you're fired. Don't be a sore loser. Go get a lollipop. Something like that. Maybe in Uganda. You sure don't hear much about Vance. You know, speaking of J.D. Vance, I had a video about J.D. Vance today, talking about the Jeffrey Epstein lists. 10 minutes. It lasted 10 minutes, and it got struck.
Yeah.
And
shocking they don't want that information out there.
I had to pull it down because he put his foot in his mouth about the Donald, saying that Donald Trump is on that list and he doesn't want that list getting out. But I'll be honest, I think the problem is that it's kind of like when you guys remember some guy named Harvey Weinstein? I don't know if everybody remembers because he was not really talked about very often.
Yeah.
I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Harvey Weinstein. Everybody in Hollywood knew what Weinstein was doing.
Yep.
The Diddy stuff, everybody knew what Diddy was doing and they were all a part of it. It was a big club and nobody was a part of it. I think it's the same thing with Jeffrey Epstein. I think that everybody who's anybody, whether it's politics, influential, movie stars, whoever, people who were into the kiddies, they all knew about it. They were all in on it. And I think that list can't come out because it's not just one side, it's both.
Yeah.
They're all screwed if it comes out. But the problem now is that a promise was made to put it out. They know the files exist. They know they're on the DOJ's desk. People want it now. And if they don't get it, there's going to be blood in the water.
Yeah.
It's not going to bode well. Something has to come out. So, I mean, good luck, America. I don't know what's going to come of that. I guess I wanted to cover it. The consensus in the comments immediately was don't cover this. Don't talk about it. You're Canadian. You don't know nothing about what's happening in America. Okay?
Well, they're definitely trying to hide something.
Unless you flee to our country and move here, you can't talk American politics. Okay?
Yeah,
But then YouTube said this is a no-no. You can't do it.
Sorry, not sorry.
Can't have it. Hollywood and Capitol Hill summarized. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Woods, everyone knew what Cosby was doing. Yes. Yeah, they did.
Everybody didn't know what Cosby was doing.
Yep.
Ricky Gervais hit it pretty much on the head. You remember that? You remember Tom Hanks's O face as soon as he said that?
Yeah.
The silent but deadly. Let's get some honorable mentions. Saved by Grace, getting in on the $10 Texas Challenge. God bless Texas. Thank you so much. Carney is not my PM of the $5 super chat. My liberal sister disowned me for voting conservative. Can't visit my nieces. Said she can't trust me not to do a Hitler salute in front of her kids.
Wow.
I hope that's a joke, because if that's for real,
that is horrible.
If that's is that for real?
Yes, but you can't say your family is not the same. That you haven't had those instances.
I'm not allowed to talk about them on stream.
But
or else I'll get a phone call. Why did you mention us?
But you know what I mean? It's out there and it's horrible and it happens.
Yeah. Yeah, my kids don't know their cousins. I feel you. I get it. It happens. The problem with politics, when I was growing up as a kid in the 80s and 90s, I was told, don't talk politics, it's rude.
Yes.
Now it's the talk of the town. Now everybody talks about it.
Everybody gets into it. What side
But
are you
everybody
on?
gets butthurt. It's either you believe what I believe or you're Hitler. And I've seen it on both sides of the spectrum, folks, not just the liberal side.
They were like that with the jab too.
Look what happens anytime I talk about PP on this channel. People go, don't you dare say bad things about Pierre. Who says I'm saying bad things? I'm not saying bad things.
Don't do that.
Oh, it's my terrible Jerry Seinfeld. Oh, it's horrible.
You sound like the cracky nerd, the cracky teenager.
But I'm not trying to say anything nasty about Pierre, but it's simply to talk about politics. But there's people who get so caught up in politics nowadays. It's don't you dare say anything that goes against my beliefs or I'm going to strike you down. I'll pull my family away from you. I'll call you whatever you want. Do you know how many times I've been told that I've been indoctrinating children with my books, even though they were written for adults, just as children's books?
Multiple family members.
Multiple family. You're poisoning the children. You're terrible. You're an awful person. You'll burn in hell with Satan himself.
Well, I know a lot of people come with me.
Yeah, well, I got a reserved seat. Right next to Ozzy Osbourne. Nate with the $10 Texas Challenge, Mr. Fringe. I don't know if you've already talked about what is happening in Montreal. I just hope it doesn't cause any blowback against the rest of Canada. If you're talking about the church, I wasn't talking about that yet. I was going to do a video covering that. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that you invite somebody who's affiliated with Trump and all of a sudden it's MAGA. Get MAGA out of here. Montreal's so woke. It's just like Edmonton. It's just like Calgary.
Yeah, do you think that wouldn't happen any other part of the Canada?
Everybody says MAGA. Look at what happened in Calgary when Trump was coming in just for the G7.
Oh, my word.
People's heads were exploding. Like, I don't get it. If you don't like the guy, it's okay, but just keep it to yourself.
People can't seem to do that.
Just understand that it looks like a lot of people voted for the guy.
Yeah. Somebody likes him.
He's the president. Deal with it. I don't like Mark Carney, but he's the prime minister. I got to deal with it. I deal with it every time I do my taxes. I deal with it every time I turn on my laptop because I do it for a living. And yeah, we can make fun of him, but we don't go, oh my God, it's Mark Carney. Batten down the hatches.
Like how many celebrities moved out of the USA?
Well, that's not because of Trump. They're scared they're going to jail. They're worried they're going to jail. They didn't flee because Trump's the president. They're worried
Rosie
about.
O'Donnell seems to think it was.
They're worried about the list. Carol with the $10 Texas Challenge as well. God bless Texas. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. What happened to critical thinking and debate? Apparently, it's out the window. Apparently, you can't have it anymore.
You're either right or you're left. You're not allowed to be middle ground. You're not allowed to discuss the other side.
You know how I channeled the Trump when I'm talking sometimes when I go, allegedly, you can't do that. Okay, you can't talk like that, Tiff. You can't say it. And then you go, you're doing the Donald again. I know I'm doing the Donald. I like doing the Donald. It's fun. I'm starting to do the Seinfeld now. And I said, apparently, you can't do that anymore. I'm not gonna do my Seinfeld anymore.
I'm just gonna slap you.
It's
at least you do the Donald well.
I do. I mean Donald, ladies and gentlemen.
Jerry,
okay.
Not so much.
When it comes to other voices, I don't know what the F I'm doing. Unless, of course, I'm doing Peter.
Peter.
I can do Peter. I can do Quagmire. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Let's, Canada is doing that to the singer is absurd. Americans don't have anything to Nickelback. Listen, they're a national treasure, goddammit. No, they're not.
No.
And I know people are going to be mad because I use blasphemy, but it's a joke. I love the Nickelback jokes.
What are our likes at right now?
What are the likes
curious.
at? Can somebody tell me what the likes are at? Kenzie's saying Seinfeld was pretty good. She liked it.
I think she needs to get her ears checked.
You had man hands.
It's horrible on
now
this
do
side.
Charles Montgomery Burns. See,
Yes.
I'm just a flipping monkey here for everybody. Everybody comes into the streams. Dance for me, monkey. Excellent. Excellent. Critical thinking, Derek, just thinking is a MAGA feature. It's MAGA! MAGA! Unacceptable Fringe, praising that Americans are on a list. No
freedom of
media of expression is masked secret police in the USA.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. Theory of a nickel fault, is that what people were talking about?
622.
622? Is that really all we're at? Guys, I'm disappointed because we're going to go into Q&A.
We don't want Derek to be right.
Another voice you can do well is Sean Connery from Celebrity Jeopardy. That's not what your mother said. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Do Borat? Why? Why would I want to talk about my wife?
You can't say anything clean. Don't say it. I know exactly what you're thinking too. Don't do it.
Makani gets a job in politics. I want to get a job in politics.
There you go.
Makani go on vacation. I go on vacation. Makani go to the grocery store. I cannot afford. Great success. Oh, okay. Let's get into Q&A. Guys, throw your Q&A in there. Let's see if we can get those likes up. Derek might be right this time. We might not hit 1,000. Regardless, we'll be doing our member giveaway. If you guys want to get a free giveaway for anybody in the stream, not just members, get those 1,000 likes in there, folks. Let's see if we can get it. Throw your questions in for the Q&A. And let's see what we can get to. Somebody saying refresh the page. Mr. Big's $5 super chat. YouTube is on the Jepstein list, hence why they are hiding it. No, YouTube, like
all of YouTube?
the red play button went to the island. Is that what I'm supposed to understand? I don't know how YouTube themselves would be on that, but yeah, it's. Look, the Seinfeld, it's not coming out again. It was just a joke.
No.
Just a joke.
I agree.
Who'd win in a confrontation, Galactus or the Sun Eater from DC Comics? Galactus, hands down. Hands down. Why? Because DC sucks.
No.
Marvel for life.
And yet your kids are named after both Marvel and DC.
Yeah, well. Have you seen the new Superman movie? I did. I liked it. I thought it was good.
It was great.
I thought Fantastic Four was a good movie too. Here's the thing with Fantastic Four. You know, if you ever watch The Critical Drinker on YouTube, The Critical Drinker actually praised Fantastic Four and said it was actually a good movie. And the reason that I think Mrs. Fringe didn't enjoy it as much is because she was looking for an action movie that was action, 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 action. Marvel actually went back to its roots with Fantastic Four by making a good script and something that they wanted to talk about, not just girl bosses.
It was very slow. Lots of talk.
Lots of lore, and it was
boring.
setting up for Avengers Doomsday. You found it that way. I thought it was great. If you like the Fantastic Four comics, you're going to love the movie. It was a good movie, and they did Galactus very well.
They did. I will say they did do Galactus very well.
What's the update on PP and the riding? Well, PP's running the riding. Northern's talked about the longest ballot and the issues that may come with the longest ballot, although those people have been registered as of late. So I'm assuming the longest ballot is moving forward. The Conservatives have tried to strike it down. We're going to see what's happening on that, but there's no news on that front. Pierre's just, bringing it home as he always is. What do we got here? I'm paying $19 for a coffee?
Ugh.
Oh, that's gross. That better be premium coffee. Ingrid saying we need more cowbell? Well, you guys have been good tonight.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Reg saying, did you get your vehicle out of the shop? No, hopefully Monday. They're saying Monday. They were waiting on a bracket, so hopefully Monday. Let's see. OAO's just reminding everybody last Friday of the month giveaway.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Q&A, guys. Get your Q&As in here.
Nobody wants to know anything. How many?
How many on the ballot for Crowfoot? I've heard it's 104. And that number could be growing. Last I heard it was 104. Should Pierre be covered in tattoos and dye his hair to appeal to hipsters? No! God!
The curl was enough.
All I'm thinking of is that Steve Buscemi meme where he says, what's going on, my fellow college or my fellow high schoolers? No.
No. Oh, Lord.
God, no.
That would be so bad.
Do you guys think Canada's heading for bankruptcy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, many YouTube channels have covered how the housing market is collapsing or about to burst. Vancouver just posted its lowest sales month in history. Their housing market is collapsing. Other big cities like Toronto are going to see it soon. Cities like Calgary are showing massive inventory and no sales. So we got out at the right time. But when you look at a government that constantly spends, they tax to oblivion. Look, the thing about taxes, folks, is you can only be taxed so much. Like, there comes a point where if all of your money is going to taxes, you literally can't afford to even go to work.
No.
So the government's going to have to do something, and they've got nothing up their sleeve. So all they're going to do is bankrupt the country by padding their investments, and then they're going to say, well, I'll take my pension and go. And in some cases, like Mark Carney, I don't even think they're going to stick around long enough to get their pension. I think it's just a matter of padding their investments enough that they just break out and leave and say, see you guys, I'm taking my suitcase and going to
why would he need a pension?
The Cayman Islands where I'm protected.
Himself enough.
$182 on the ballot now.
Wow.
So it's really increased
That's
since
ridiculous.
the last I heard. That's ridiculous. 182. OAO saying, is there any luck on a job for Tiffany? Nothing yet, but it's summer. It's slow. Slow season. And that's okay.
They want to get rid of me.
They want you to go. They want you out of here. Get out of here.
Done.
Mrs. Fringe, you're fired. Okay? I got a lot of people that like you. A lot of people think you're wonderful, but I got to be honest.
Get up.
You're wearing out your welcome a little. You're fired. Okay? You're fired. Oh, somebody put great question, Terry Lee. Let's find Terry Lee's question. Where's Terry Lee's question? Sorry, guys. If they said great question, I want to make sure we get it.
There you go.
I'll try another question. Okay, so where can I pull up how much a refugee receives in Canada, funds per day, and how long in Canada? That is a great question.
That is a great
I've
question.
covered it to some extent on the channel.
Yeah, you pulled up what you did.
I've mostly found it in articles, things that people are talking about. I'm going to have a video talking about this newest thing. In fact, we could talk about it briefly while we're doing Q&A on the channel, because while we've said that some asylum seekers are getting up to $9,000 a month to be here free and clear, I had a video coming out about this over the weekend. The new government-assisted refugees program. And again, I talked to Ryan Garrettson, who posted this. He says he can't find a dollar figure online. They haven't posted a figure online. Government-assisted refugees program, the UNHCR, Rainbow Railroad, and other referral organizations can identify and refer alphabet refugees to be resettled under government-assisted refugees program. Refugees resettled under this program get 12 months of income and settlement support through the resettlement assistance program. This is a new program.
So are they going to verify that they're alphabet people, or what are they going to do?
Well, that's just it. They can come to the country and say, I'm gay. And then all of a sudden, 12 months free paid vacation.
I identify as a cat. I fall under that.
Yep, I'm gay. Give me money. And this is what we're spending tax dollars on. Like, shouldn't the laws be rewritten? I really wish they would. That if your tax dollars are going into a system, you should have some say as to what they're paying for.
Yes.
Why is the government allowed to just go, yeah, that sounds like fun. Let's do that. Let's do that. We're running records.
We haven't wasted enough money this
year. We got
do
tariffs.
it.
We got record deficits. We got all these things going on. Hey, why don't we just give 12 months free living and relocation or settlement support?
Yeah.
To anybody who comes in and says, I'm a refugee because I'm gay.
People can't afford food for their families, but let's make sure that our refugees do.
It's one of the biggest can of worms I want to open up.
Yes.
It's disgusting. I better let my Mexican girlfriend know about this scam.
Right?
I mean, it's absolutely insane. Back of the bus, I just visited my old hometown, Calgary. They seem to be uninformed of the cause of the economic turmoil. Do you find this in Edmonton area as well? What I find is a bunch of woke morons who don't want to face reality.
Yeah.
It happens
They're not
every
looking
time.
into why. They just want to fight against what?
Climate.
Yeah.
Oppression. That they claim that they're getting, I guess. Not the oppression from the government. Not going to jail for 8 years because you went to a protest, but more oppression from having to go to work, having to pay taxes, not getting UBI.
Yeah.
Not the usual
in the real facts of what's going on in
what
this
I
country.
find funny in the cities, and this is where I said that APP needs to start running its meetings in its cities, trying to get people informed before we get the referendum ballot, is because those are where the numbers are going to really count. You've already got the rural votes. You've already got rural Albertans on board with independence. You need to get the municipalities on board. If you don't get them on board, we're lost.
Can we seek asylum in the U.S. like Mel?
I'd like to seek asylum in the U.S. The problem,
I doubt they're going to be paying. If we seek asylum in the U.S., I don't think they're going to be paying for us.
There's good people in Edmonton. The problem is that the majority of them are government employees. They're union workers. They're people that don't see the forest through the trees.
No.
They huff their own farts and they believe in let's focus on DEI instead of like real problems.
Yep.
Like affordability, housing, immigration, taxation, any of the stuff that really counts. My mom worked her whole life and only gets $1,200 a month. Like it's
and how are you? And in this day and age, you can't afford to live on that at all. That's nothing.
It's absolutely crazy.
It's barely a mortgage payment.
Absolutely crazy. It makes me sad. Makes me very sad.
Yeah.
Let's get to Bridgeport. Hey, you know what really grinds my gears? Big woke cities that pretend they care about their government or care about people in politics.
They do care about their government and
Bastards.
only their government.
Those bastards. Let's get into our draw, shall we? How many likes are we at? Can somebody tell me how many likes we're at, folks? I really wanted to do 2 giveaways tonight.
I think it might just be 1.
Looks like it might be 1. Hang on. How many likes are we at, folks? $693.
Past 8.
Derek wins tonight, folks. We didn't get 1,000 likes. That's okay. We'll do our Patriots Club giveaway.
Yes.
I guess we'll round up the wheel of fortuitousness, and we'll get round and around it goes. Where it stops. Back of the bus. Is back of the bus still in the chat? Back of the bus. Derek, I'm victorious. You win today, sir. Can't win them all. Is back of the bus in here still?
2 Fringe, 1 Derek.
Is that Back of the Bus? There he is. Back of the Bus. Congratulations. You've won the Patriots Club giveaway for the month. Head over to one of our videos where you'll see the shop channel. I don't think it's in our live streams. Pick out any item from our shop, any item you wish, whether it's a hoodie, mug, t-shirt, you name it. Send me an email within 24 hours at unacceptablefringeyt@gmail.com. Let me know what you want. If it's a shirt or a clothing item, please try and get a screenshot. If not, send me the exact description of the item, size, design that you want, and color, along with all of your shipping information within 24 hours to that email address, and I will send you whatever it is you choose from our store. So thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for everybody who got in tonight for our donations for Texas. You guys are amazing. Again, I'll have more updated numbers after the end of the month to let you know what was donated, because we still have book sales to account for.
Yep.
We still have
So we should have a number by next Friday?
Hopefully by next Friday we've got the number. We should. Speaking of next week, again, guys, for anybody who got into the stream late, join me Wednesdays, and every Wednesday as well as Fridays. We're still doing Friday Night Fringe, but join me every Wednesday now for Unhinged Fringe every week. We're bringing back the Celtic Canuck as a co-host for that show. I'm looking forward to her being there. I'm also bringing in my friend Matt, not for this Wednesday, but he'll be joining the show at a later date. Going to be a roundtable show discussion. We're going to be talking about the things that don't necessarily make the cutting room floor when it comes to politics. We're going to be hearing what you guys have to say. A lot more involved with the chat. By having a co-host, it gives me a chance to read the chat a little bit better and bring you guys in.
Yep.
Maybe we'll even do some call-ins at some point if we get enough viewers into those streams and hear what you guys have to say in person.
That'd be great.
I'm looking forward to that show. It happens at the same time this one starts at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central every Wednesday, Unhinged Fringe, and then join us Fridays for Friday Night Fringe on the channel. Enjoy your weekend, folks. Keep your eyes on the channel. I'll have more content coming out throughout the weekend and into next week. Anything that's going on, you'll be the first in the know. If you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Follow the channel, please. Turn on your bell for all notifications. Again, enjoy the weather this weekend. Enjoy what's left of summer while you can, because winter, she's coming, and it's going to be nasty. So thanks for hanging out tonight with Mrs. Fringe and I. Again, thanks for everybody who gave super chats, memberships. Just your view and your like means enough. So thank you for being here. From Mrs. Fringe and myself, have a great weekend. Look after each other. We'll catch you on the next one, everybody.
Take care.
Take care.